Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. After playing around with Odd Mage for some time, I decided to give the good old Big Spell Mage a try in the post-nerfs Rastakhan's Rumble meta. So this is my first attempt to rebuild the deck for this newest expansion, featuring the new cards Daring Fire Eater to get a little bit more hero power damage going, and Jan'alai the Dragonhawk for that Ragnaros. Even though Jan'alai is not as easy to activate with Big Spell Mage as it is with Odd Mage, and basically you have to run the Fire Eater also in order to get that Jan'alai activation sometime, it has still proven to be a pretty solid card, so I think it's a pretty good addition also to this archetype, even though the hero power doesn't deal as much damage every time. Other than that is Big Spell Mage business as usual. There's a lot of board clears in this deck, 2 copies of Dragon's Fury, 2 copies of Blizzard, 2 copies of Meteor, 2 copies of Flame Strike. Just a lot of spells that can wipe out the board. And there's a number of big threats in this as well. Sindragosa, Lich King, Alana, and of course Frostlich Jaina, the centerpiece of it all. This is a Prince Kelazet build, so I'm running Prince Kelazet as the only 2-drop, I'm not running Ravens or Doomsayers. Kelazet is just so strong, it's very hard to justify running any other 2-drops. For card draw I opted for Bright-Eyed Scouts in this version, but this is actually a point that I'm thinking about right now, because while the performance of this deck was good against Hunter, it fell a little bit short against even Shaman. And I really have to figure out how do I beat even Shaman reliably with this one. And I think I might have to switch over to Acolytes of Pain just to get something down there a little bit earlier. And against even Shaman, Acolyte of Pain is likely to get 2 cards drawn as well. I'm still running Skulking Geist as a tech card. There's lots of Hunters with Hunter's marks and you have a limited number of minions, so that seems to be still able to do some work here. And there's a Gluttonous Ooze for weapon removal as well. And the early taunt package of 2 Stonehill Defenders and 1 Tar Creeper. Which is also a point that's constantly being evaluated. What is the number of early taunts that are needed? When comparing Big Spell Mage to Odd Mage, Big Spell Mage has the advantage that it has a lot more board clear spells, so it's a lot more reliable in finding board clears and able to wipe out that board time and time again in the mid to late game, which is something that Odd Mage doesn't necessarily do because they just run out of those things. And Big Spell Mage also has Polymorph, which Odd Mage does not have, and Polymorph allows you to deal with death rattles much more confidently. The downsides of Big Spell Mage compared to Odd Mage are mostly in turns like 2, 3, 4, where the Odd Mage hero power can be used very effectively to remove a lot of things, whereas the Big Spell Mage hero power is not nearly as good. Although the Daring Fire Eater is sometimes able to close the gap a little bit. This deck was reasonable, but I think it can still be improved upon, so I'm still looking for that perfect version for the post-nerfs Rastakhan meta. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And let's go take a look at this first version in action a little. It might be a little bit too slow, but I suppose I can try with these. This is actually a 3-drop, of course, because combined with the hero power. Alright, Shaman kept 2 cards. Okay. In theory I have the option to play the Artificer. In practice it's not very strong, he kept 2 cards and you would keep stuff like Merksparkiel. Flame Tongue is a solid card. I suppose I want to kill the Flame Tongue Totem. So let's do the Fire Eater. Fire Eater, coin, pick down the Flame Tongue Totem. Boom. Because these damage buffs are really some of the very essence of this deck. I was considering using this to kill a Corpse Taker, but I figured I have to take this on right now. Second Flame Tongue Totem. Whoa, that's rough. Stonehill doesn't do anything because these hit into it and it dies. He doesn't have weapons in the deck unless he gets Frostmourne from Lich King, so I believe I need to play the Gluttonous Ooze. But there's still one card that he kept, and if it's a Merkspark, then that's a pretty easy clear. He needs to sacrifice one minion, of course, still, but he could have even Nimbus and that one. So this is why I will soon need to find some AoE pieces. Wait, what is going on? Now I really don't know. I guess that is a Merkspark kill, but he went face with both, so then he realized that he can't actually kill the Gluttonous Ooze. I assume that's what happened. Then he needed to roll 50-50 to get whether he gets 1-1 or the Taunt Totem, and he won the roll. So Bright-Eyed Scout could try to bring me closer to AoE piece. I guess that's the line. Let's grab some good card here. Instead we grab a more expensive Polymorph. That was not so great. It's still fine. Not yet the Fire Elemental turn. Wins the 50-50 roll again. Double wins on the 50-50s. Then able to put down the Sea Giant. I'm taking some damage here, but it's not too bad yet. I suppose I need to polymorph the Sea Giant though. I don't see a way where I leave that Sea Giant alive. Obviously Meteor on it later is some kind of an option. But I suppose the polymorph is simply safer. I'm probably taking the date to the face if I don't polymorph it. Because I could like kill Celiax. I could kill with Celiax. Ooh, I could do a Celiax play here. I think there is a nice Celiax play here. I'll risk it. This one goes here, Celiax goes here, and this one goes there. Like this. But even though Celiax has Divine Shield, he can still just use multiple resources to kill it, or he can use a Spellbreaker. An intriguing line. An intriguing line indeed. So now it's probably Meteor and then we clear this board. I'm down to 11. Oh, we'll see how that turns out. Meteor the Giant now. 3-1 kills the 4-3. This one kills the 2-2. This one kills that one. And I can develop an Arcane Tyrant. So I did get control of the entire board after that. And it's still not 8 mana yet. But he's very insistent on hitting face a lot. Does this mean that I will have to play Polymorph to heal for 5? But even if there's a Kalimus next turn, it's not lethal. There simply is no lethal for him next turn. I don't think I do Polymorph yet. Ooh, Rotten Apple Bomb might be just what I will need. Probably have to trade into that one. Do I trade 2 into that one? What if he plays Hagatha next turn? That would be an anti-Hagatha line. I think that's pretty okay. Let's do another Stonehill. Ooh, I can pick up Celiax. That is sweet. Oh, now because I can pick up Celiax, I don't want to sacrifice a Celiax. Because of magnetization. I still should. Because there can be Hagathas and all sorts of stuff. All sorts of nasty stuff is possible. Alright. I saw that one coming. I did saw that one coming. I'm serious. But I thought it would be his own Kalimus. Now if he has Kalimus in hand, that's trickier. Healing with the Celiax is not enough if he has another Kalimus, because it's now activated. I could do Artificer, Flame Strike and trade the 4/4. That would still save the Polymorph. I don't think I want to do that. But the 4/4 is an elemental, so it would have lifesteal next turn with Jaina. If I can do that next turn. I think I'll still take the 7 healing now. Let's take the 7 healing, keep up the 2 taunts. If I get an opportunity next turn, I will try to go with the Jaina. I'm at 9, so... because he could like have a second Kalimus here. Then I would probably have to go with Polymorph, if there's Kalimus into Kalimus. But if I have any chance, I will just go with Jaina. He has Alakir in hand. Okay, that's good to know. Do I have enough time to play the Jaina? Because I know there is an Alakir in hand. That makes life more difficult. Is there going to be Alakir and Flametongue Totem in hand? That would be a lethal setup with these. Not through Jaina, of course. So my options are to play another Artificer and then polymorph the Corpse Taker. Or to play the Jaina now. If he has the Alakir Flametongue Totem, Alakir kills both of these. This pushes 7 to face. This pushes 2 to face, but I will still be at 5. So that would not be a big problem. I think it has to be the Jaina here. Jaina and wait. They can't be Alakir Flametongue Totem, both Flametongue Totems have been spent. There can be Alakir Earth and Might, but that's less. That is way less damage. Okay, I'm not afraid of this. This is completely fine. This is completely fine. Alright, I think this is good. Yeah, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Do I even polymorph? I could polymorph ping the Alakir. Leave me with 3 mana that I could use to play a Tar Creeper. I could freeze the Corpse Taker. Or I can simply Dragon's Fury. Nah, Dragon's Fury is less reliable. I could do another Artificer. That would be 6, that would be 8 mana. I'd rather have a Tar Creeper on the board, to be honest. So let's polymorph the Alakir. And turn that into a Water Elemental now. And freeze up this fellow and get a Tar Creeper on the board. It seems acceptable, and I'm at 17 health. Hi Braxton. I'm playing some Big Spell Mage. Seems to be going reasonably fine so far. Does that mean something? Not really, I guess. I can hit there. Do I want to leave him with a Fire Elemental? I guess I don't really mind. Taking the Fire Elemental away with Ziliax. Now this hit here is always happening. That over there is always going to happen. Then I could use Ziliax. I think I want to get rid of the Healing Totem. He doesn't really have any spells. Not a whole lot of them anyway. I guess Ziliax is fine. I can use Ziliax and I can use this fellow, and then I can turn the Fire Elemental into a Water Elemental. Friend Fire the Water, and I think this game is pretty much done. I don't see him having any outs. Obviously he still has his own Kalimus, he still has his Lich King. But are those really going to save him? I just don't see how. Daring Fire Eater. Intriguing. So I can hit there, I can hit there and ping that one, that I can hit there. Let's kill that one. And let's kill that one. And let's turn that one into... Don't even have to turn it into anything, because I can always turn it into something later. It's frozen already. There's no particular hurry. We can just do it like this. It can stay frozen over there. Just... It's a reservoir for another water elemental. Unless he rolls a healing totem, of course, which he does. But it's still fine. That's a pretty nice blizzard. Do I go with an Arcane Artificer? No, my board is too full. Well, this will just be a blizzard. Make a water elemental. And this one can hit over there. The rest can start hitting face. Yeah. That's what Jaina does. I was at 2 health, now I am at 42 health.
Your magic shall not save.
My Spellbreaker made I rate 8 out of 8. I keep the polymorph in case it's death rattle, but more likely it's going to be spells. And the hunter kept the entire hand. So that's when you start to get a little worried. Okay, you were offered 4 cards, you figured all of those 4 cards were exactly what you wanted. Well, I can top deck Prince Kelazet. I like Prince Kelazet. Prince Kelazet is a fun card. I really think this will be some kind of a spell hunter. Secrets will start pouring in. Even if that secret is a Wandering Monster, I think I want to proc it now though. Most likely I will be able to ping away the Wandering Monster. In this case I will not be able to do that though. That was a pretty good Wandering Monster. So was it a mistake to attack into it? Maybe. Always Huffer. This is looking a little bit scary. Daring Fire Reader is a good pick though. Time to be daring. And eat some fire. And kill a Huffer. Always Huffer. Oh dear, oh dear. But now that it's a 2-2 from Kelazet, so it also challenges this one. And he cannot use a baited arrow on it yet, but he can of course use a flanking strike. It's time for me to go in with the Celiacs. But now there could be the arrow. But if there is the arrow, then I respond with the meteor. So I'm still kind of okay. Although not really, because he is getting a lot of pressure going. Another flanking strike. Candle shot. Destroying 1-mana spells might be better after Rockdelar, but I think I'll give it a try. Maybe I can do Artificer turn next turn. Does remove Hunters, Mark, Secret Plans, Trackings. But Rockdelar can give new 1-mana spells. And this is the tricky part here. Nice positioning too. 4 health minions here, so Meteor doesn't do much. I think this is probably a Blizzard turn. It's Artificer into Blizzard. Let's freeze this for a moment here. But I haven't seen any spell stones yet. This is not good. There's going to be so much power coming, and then there will be Zul'jin eventually. Didn't get Huffer. That was actually very, very good for me. He coins out the secret, right? Yeah. I think I still need to Flame Strike this board now. He might have the Spellstone next though. Secret could be an explosive trap. But But I obviously have to kill that. But once Zul'jin comes, I would need to have another Flame Strike for that turn. I don't dare to attack in there in case there's an explosive trap. That's the 4 wolves. At this moment I still have a meteor though. Well, there's a Jaina. That's interesting. It's now the time to play Jaina. So many potential traps. 12, 14 damage. I think it's still time to play Jaina here. Jaina and wait. I get to 30, so, and this is the way that I can potentially start healing. Potentially. But if he has Zul'jin for 10, that might be too much. Then he might just do some trading here and then go for the Zul'jin next turn. It really looks like he wants to go Zul'jin next turn. Everything like indicates that, but I might be wrong. I need the Dragon's Fury if he goes Zul'jin, right? So we'll start by trying to hit the Skulking Geist over here. There's going to be a bunch of secrets, but what are those secrets? We'll get to find out a little bit. That's it. There is Explosive and there's Wandering Monster. Maybe. I'll make another Water Elemental now. Zul'jin will fill the entire board, right? It will. I think I need to meteor these wolves away. I mean, the way he plays really makes me think that that's Zul'jin. But it might not be. It could be a Rockdelar. Deathstalker Rexa top deck. Interesting. That's probably an explosive trap. But you usually don't want to go Rexa into Zul'jin, so that's probably a Rockdelar then. There's likely going to be an explosive trap. So we attack with this one first. There's a Wandering Monster, and is there an explosive trap? There is. As expected. And I have the option to trade into the Sand Drudge and not have a Water Elemental. And that's probably acceptable, having double Polymorph up. Then I can prevent him from equipping a weapon and hitting. Because otherwise I could just keep his face frozen. CS Terry just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate that. I think this is acceptable. Get some taunts on the way. Be at 20 health, have 2 polymorphs in hand. If he has been able to build some really big and scary beasts. Which is of course what he's trying to do here. All of the taunt minions I was offered were 5 mana, they can't be weaved in together with the polymorph and stuff. I'm not afraid of that fellow. Ooh, I can also draw a card. Yes, please, I would like to draw a card. Yeah, let's draw a card. An Arcane Tyrant. Let me polymorph that one. Turn it into a Water Elemental. Hit some face. Alright, alright. Esther, I've been enjoying your deck videos. Thanks. I've been having a lot of fun making them. This one is hopefully going to be one of the upcoming videos. So far this looks good, but Zombeast. A Zombeast. Okay. That's intriguing. But I can turn that into a water elemental too. Then he can start using those 1/1s. That's pretty hilarious stuff. Do I want to draw? Or do I want the apple bomb on the board? I think I appreciate the draw more. So we're going to go for the draw. I'm going to do a lot of Lynxes though. But obviously I'm still making this into a water elemental. I'm trying to keep pushing face damage. Alright. So if we can keep the board pressure up, then he will start to need those explosive bloat bats. Or maybe he has some kind of damage buff for these minions. That's possible. He does. He does have exactly that. Oh, that's going to be pretty strong then. But still, there's a limit on the amount of mana he has. Don't have a great way to deal with this Divine Shielded Poisonous Beast. It's a pretty powerful beast. I don't want to spend a polymorph yet. I think I need to sacrifice the 4/3. I think that's acceptable. I'm ping there and I sacrifice the 4/3. And these will keep hitting him in the face. Let's keep him frozen. He has not played Rockdelar yet. I probably want to play Skulking Geist after Rockdelar to remove any 1-mana spells. Although he probably just plays around it by playing 1-mana spells immediately. So I guess this is a Rotten Apple Bomb. Let's see. Now my board is a little bit smaller because those Rush Beasts together with the Timber Wolf were doing a great job. There's another couple of them left. Ooh, Lifesteal and Rush. And he was able to pick up Poisonous for this one. Great, great pick. And he gets a Huffer. I know, it's going okay. Well, that is a lot of incoming. That is a lot of incoming damage on my minions. All of a sudden, a few good zombies just changed the nature of this game by a fair amount. I was thinking of removing the Rockdelar with the Ooze, but do I just need the Ooze now in order to maintain tempo? I think I might. I think I might. So that would mean playing Flame Strike here. Kill the minion, freeze his face, remove the weapon, and get the free Arcane Tyrant out there. So that I can try to maintain tempo here. But of course, if he has Rockdelar and he can remove the last water elemental so that he can finally unfreeze his face, that would be powerful. I'm prepared for individual big minions, which is the most likely outcome of his hero power with the Meteor and Polymorph. That's why I used Flame Strike, because it can't kill a single really big minion. So if that's an explosive trap now, then I can no longer freeze him. I'm slightly saddened by that. But I think it's going to be an explosive trap. It was. So now I can't keep him frozen. But I do have... Let's play this over here, right? I do have a few nice things going on. Because this Ragnaros is obviously going to deal a fair amount of damage. It's now played in a position where it's least likely to be crushing walled. But we'll see. Going to be another beast? Alright. Show me what you've got. It has to be lifesteal. I kind of wanted to keep Polymorph, but I think I will be better off if I can find a real AoE piece. Hi, Luke. It's an even Shaman, exactly as predicted. He mulliganed all the cards, so he doesn't necessarily have a very good hand. Now 25% that he rolls. Oh, I mean, oh for him. This was great for me. Nice to be lucky. 25% that he rolls a totem that I can actually ping away and deny him from starting to build a board. Which is kind of what I need right now, because I have not yet drawn those AoE pieces. So I need more time. I'm particularly scared of Corpse Takers. Was not that scared of Primal Fin Totems, but should I have been? I mean, I could play Fire Eater and ping the Primal Fin Totem away. Can I survive long enough if he coins Corpse Taker next turn and then buffs it up with a turn 4? But if he buffs it up, I can't. Yeah, I think this is fine. We just keep his board size low at the moment. Try to deny Sea Giants from coming down. But coin Corpse Taker is my worst nightmare here. That at least is not a Corpse Taker. It's still a little bit scary with the right tools, but it's not a Corpse Taker. Need to ping there. I don't think I gain anything by attacking the Fire Eater. I think I just need to chill here. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of incoming damage. Threatening 10 damage for next turn. I can take away 3 of that. But also can't even ping the Flame Tongue Totem. I mean the sheep if I polymorph that. Interesting. But if I take 10... how am I going to survive this? This is a tough one. If I take 10, I go down to 11. That might be too fast. If I take just 7... I think I prefer taking 7. I think if I take 11 this turn, that will be too fast, because I don't have any... Artificers. I didn't find the Dragon's Fury. He cannot play the Sea Giant yet this turn. But he can play another Flame Tongue Totem. Okay. I'm still taking another 4 next turn. If he has another 6, I'm dead. Now that's an Earthenmite. No, it's a Merc Sparkeel. 4, 5, 6. He has 6 on board. Yep, we're almost dead. That's what even Shaman can do. If he has 2 from hand, we die. Not a whole lot I can do about that. The best thing I can do is to Meteor there. And then play the Arcane Tyrants. But now I'm dead if he has 2 from hand. This time I didn't draw any armor. I didn't draw the early board clear. Obviously if I had Dragon's Fury in 5, this game would have been easy. But that's... sometimes you're just so very, very dependent on finding that. 2 from hand, I'm dead. Direwolf is lethal. That's Direwolf.
Checkmate. Well done.
Something has been useful. I guess we're keeping Kelazet. I'm not sure if confidence in Big Spell Mage has waned a little bit now with these 2 losses. We still had the 3 wins first, so we're still on the positive side, but I'm not coining the Kelazet out. That buff is not so essential, and I feel I might need the coin for some AoE pieces. So this looks like a Spell Hunter. Actually forgot to check how many cards he kept. There's at least one card that he kept was still in hand, so there could be a Spellstone. Alright, we need to get the Kelleset out there. The power of the Prince. Always Huffer. Always Huffer. That's rough. DS Twitch, what does this like do that Odd Mage doesn't? This is more consistent because you have much more AoE and stuff, so you're able to increase the consistency of your board clears compared to Odd Mage. But you lose out on, like, if I was Odd Mage I could hero power this Hover. So there are specific early game turns 2, 3, 4, where this deck is weaker than Odd Mage. But after that this is much more consistent. And this is polymorph, so in any meta with the death rattles or anything like that, that's a really big deal. So Odd Mage's inability to have polymorph is one of the limiting factors. Not really against Spell Hunter. Seriously? Now the last 4 animal companions that have been rolled against me have been Huffers. And I'm feeling a little bit sad about that. I think it's Gluttonosus. So many Huffers. The option was to play Polymorph on this Huffer. I'm kind of expecting a Spellstone, so that's why I went with this play, because then I have Coin Meteor on this Spellstone board. Because now I can do Coin Meteor and I can get rid of the Spellstone board. And whereas if I played Polymorph, then there would be at least a 1/1 left after this turn still, so I figured that was worth that. Another Huffer. Well, I really needed a 3-mana taunt here. I really needed a 3-mana taunt. I'll take the cheaper one. Yes, that will be useful at some point. I'll ping the Huffer. That will threaten to kill the Huffer with a ping. But it looks like I'm taking quite a beating right now. 4th Huffer of this game. That's 4 Huffers this game. 4 Huffers. I think I need the armor right now. If he has something that kills this.
Interesting.
Oh dear. I'm like a baited arrow. Then I can't respond to a baited arrow. There's 3 cards in hand. Baited arrow flanking strike would be so good if I just use this one now. But I also would need 1 flame strike or Dragon's Fury for Zul'jin turn. Yes, with 4 Huffers you can definitely hunt. I get that point. I think I need to flame strike this board in order to survive. I think this is my best chance. The other option was Artificer Blizzard, but that would still leave beasts on the board too. And I figured that was too scary. You could just have a beast, hero power kill command. They can be freezing traps. I'm just not seeing any good answers here. I think I need to play the Lich King. Lich King has the potential to give me Death Coil, which could be used to heal me. But a simple beast into kill command hero power. But he has played both animal companions and he doesn't have enough mana to play Spellstone kill command hero power. I think I have to get the Artificer out there. And just get 6 armor from this. Can't attack with the Lich King. I'm not sure about the references, but... Okay. How many Huffers? 1 Huffer. Wandering Monster. Wandering Monster, Freezing Trap, Explosive Trap are the secrets. Just one Huffer. Wandering Monster, Freezing Trap, Explosive Trap are the secrets. Well, now this would die to an Explosive Trap. That's awkward. But there's obviously a Flame Strike board. Let's get some more armor. I probably can save Death and Decay for another Spellstone. And I can do Death Grip now for another 2 armor. It's obviously not going to pull anything. Let's see. Would it be returned to your hand before Explosive goes off? That depends, Andrew, whether the Freezing Trap or the Explosive Trap was played first, that I have no way to know. Because the order from Zul'jin is random. So the order from Zul'jin doesn't tell me which order they were played. So I cannot know whether it would return to my hand or whether it would die to the explosion. And I didn't want to risk it. 9 cards in hand. Eventually I will have to start an attack. Yeah, now might be a time to risk it. I was just thinking the same. I played 2 Flame Strikes, 1 Blizzard, 1 Meteor. Wandering Monster, Freezing Trap, Explosive Trap. But there's also the Wandering Monster. It's not yet the time. It's time to play Alana. It is not yet the time. Wandering, Freezing and Explosive are the secrets. Let's see. I didn't want to give him the Wandering Monster on the board right now. I need to get some other stuff going. Charge! And an Unleash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was a lot of surprise damage.
My hand is full.
And I burnt the Jaina. That is unfortunate. Well, that was very, very unfortunate things. I mean, I could freeze this back to my hand, right? But does it even help? No, it doesn't really. It doesn't even help if I freeze it back to my hand. I couldn't trigger the hero power. Let's see if that matters. He certainly has had some good stuff. I might still win this, if he doesn't have lethal here. Or he needs a very good board clear, because there's a bunch of stuff coming. I guess he doesn't find an answer then. Still a win. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.